Hey, baby. Hold up, let me guess. Notify everybody everywhere. Post. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hello, how are you? What is up? 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 Make sure you guys hit the like button. This is our first time officially live on the Another FN podcast channel. Did y'all notice? Oh my God, it's like we getting official. It's like we're getting official, dog. Oh my God. Hello, hello, hello. Let me pull the comments up over here so I can follow along. But y'all, look at us. We are official. We all up on the channel, man. We all up on the channel, man. Hold up. Switch account. Hold on, y'all. I'm just getting the comments pulled up over here so I can respond to you guys. All right. All right, bet. Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Is everyone drinking? No. Why would everybody be drinking? Why would everybody be drinking? Yo, we are officially on the Another FN podcast channel. Look at us, guys. Look at us. Look at us. I'm so used to y'all being able to see the screen. I didn't realize that y'all can't see the screen. So I could technically leave the chat up right there too. Because y'all can't see what I'm looking at. Like I keep forgetting. Yeah, but is that what that's for? All this time? Add a stream marker. Look at that. Wow. Let me try that. Stream marker added. Markers appear in the video editor after your stream. That is freaking... Y'all, apparently, I could have been marking spots in my stream that I could refer back to. I've been doing this for, you know what? Well, you learn something new every day. At least you should. You learn something new every day. Dang, bro. Hey, flex on them, Don. Enjoy your vacay. Where Don said watching you from a cruise ship. Okay, Don, I see you. I see you, Don. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. I do not want to hold us up too bad. Your views on the U.S. elections, Nikki. If you saw the title, you already know I am going to speak on that. I'm not going to spend too much time speaking on that, though, because I'm already ready to move on. Fast forward 4 years, please, and thank you. But, yeah, man. You guys make sure you come in. I'm going to give us a couple more minutes to let more people trickle in. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. There's 122 people in here. We should at least get it to 100 likes. Come on, Mike. Come on, come on, come on. And thank you for everybody who one day, hopefully, these podcasts will be audio. And if they are, then thank you if you're listening in your car, or if you're listening in your car right now as opposed to watching this on video or something like that, then welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, how are you guys doing as well? Audio listeners, video listeners, everybody. What's up? LOL, I'm watching from the city bus after a long day of teaching. Well, thank you for doing your job, Shay Shay. Appreciate you. Sha Sha. I said it wrong. I did. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Make sure y'all turn your notifications on too for this channel as well, so that you can be notified as soon as I am live, guys. Listening from the office. That's what's up. OG is in the building. Yo, we gotta make mods here. We gotta make mods here. Hold on. We need mods here too, guys. Add as a moderator. Booyaka. Yup. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I volunteer as tribute. Belle Cruella. Belle Cruella, how often are you going to be here? I need people that show up frequently, Stink. Oh, Star. You already know Star by default, baby. You are OG moderator. So you... Oh, god dang. Hold on. There we go. You are OG moderator, Star. So you... So Star... Got that. Okay, okay, okay. Hey, Nikki, Rid H. I need people who are going to be here. I just don't comment always. Okay, Belle, I trust you. But now you got to comment. Now you got to participate, see? Now you got to come up out the shadows, okay, Stink? You got to come up out them shadows. Got to come up out them shadows. Let me see. Mariana, got you. Yup. Got you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Mariana's one of my OG moderators as well. I appreciate you. I'm here all the time. I got you. All right, everybody. I think you guys are good. Natalie, you say you can do it. You're here usually. All right. I'm trusting you. Add you as a moderator. Key Boogie, you caught the podcast, babe. Yes, you did. Elise, my baby love. Wait, no. Where did Elise go? Oh, damn. There you go. Boom, my baby love. What else, Stink? Okay. I can do it. Red, what's up, Red? All right. Boom. I got you. I'll give you a shot, baby. All right, I think we're good. All right, all my moderators chime in real quick. Let me see how many I got. I got OG, Natalie, Star, Mariana. Just added Red. Oh, damn, I just poked myself in that. Elise. Okay. Yeah, Elise, OG, okay. So is it only 6? I thought I did 7. Yep, Bell. Okay, set Bell. Right. Okay, so I got 7. All right, so I got 7 moderators right now. So we're going to go with that, y'all. Hold up. My sign I keep knocking my sign down. All right. We're going to go with that, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. It's 2:08. Y'all still, bro, come on, man. No. 100 likes. Go. I'm going to save my voice. Oh, my God. Party foul. Computer ain't plugged in. Woo! That would have been terrible. That would have been terrible. All right, boom. Now we got 100 likes. Okay, so let's get into it. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. Donald Trump was elected on Tuesday of this week. The United States. Well, no, hold on. No, not the United States. Matter of fact, let me tell you guys what the statistical breakdown of voting in America looked like for this past Tuesday's election, and you will see, okay, who voted this man in. So, Latino men, 54% of Latino men voted for Donald Trump. 44% voted for Kamala Harris. Latino women, 37% of Latino women voted for Donald Trump. 61% of Latino women voted for Kamala Harris. That's over half. I love you, my sisters. I love you. My Latina sisters, my hermanas, held us down, bruh. My hermanas held us down. Not so much my hermanos, but my hermanas held us down, though. Facts, okay? So, Latina women, thank you. All other races, 45% voted for Donald Trump, 50% voted for Kamala Harris. So, it was pretty much an even split. Black men, 20% of black men voted for Donald Trump. 78 motherfucking percent of black men voted for Kamala Harris. Stand up and give my brothers a goddamn round of applause. Damn near 80% of my brothers. Damn near 80% of my brothers voted for Kamala Harris. Give them a goddamn round of applause. I don't care what you say. Give my brothers a goddamn round of applause. I'm so proud of y'all. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, black men. Thank you, my brothers. Thank you, our fathers. Thank you, our kings. Thank you, our sons. Thank you, our nephews. Thank you, our cousins. Thank you, my brothers. Thank you, my black kings. Thank you. 78% of black men voted for Kamala Harris. Thank you, my kings. Thank you, my kings, for giving a damn about all of the women in this country. Thank you, my kings, for giving a damn about all the children in this country. Thank you, my kings. Thank you. Thank you. Shit. Thank you, black men. Thank you. Thank you, black men. Then, black women doing what the fuck black women do. 7% of black women voted for Donald Trump. 92 motherfucking percent of black women voted for Kamala Harris. Shout out to my queens. 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 Once again, we were the standard. Once again, we were the banner. Once again, we were the real fight coming to the, you know what I'm saying? Once again, we put our whole motherfucking foot into it. Once again, we stood on business like we always do. Once again, black women held this country down, trying to push us in the right goddamn direction. Once again, black women were at the helm trying to save this country. Once again. Thank you, black women, for always being the 90th percentile. Thank you, black women. Thank you, black women. Thank you, black women. Thank you, my queens. Thank you, my queens. We held it the fuck down. Thank you, my queens. 92% shit. 92%. Okay? 59% of white men voted for Donald Trump. 59, 60%. 60% of white men voted for Donald Trump. I wish I was shocked. I wish I was surprised. I wish I was... I even wish I cared. I'm so indifferent about it because, unfortunately, I expected nothing less. 60% of white men voted for Donald Trump. 39% of white men voted for Kamala Harris. Thank you. Thank you, white men who voted for Kamala Harris. Thank you for trying to protect your daughters. Thank you for trying to protect all of the women in this country. Thank you for trying to protect the future of integrity of our democracy and our Constitution. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single last one of your votes. I really do. And I appreciate every single last one of y'all tears because I done seen y'all online crying like a motherfucker. I appreciate y'all. Y'all so emotional. I love you, though. I love you, white men, the ones that voted for Kamala Harris. I love y'all. I really do. I love y'all. That 39%, I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the redeeming quality. Okay? I'm just being honest. You're the redeeming quality. Okay? You're the reason why I go, well, not all white men. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. That 39% is the reason why I go, not all white men. But shit, 60%. Shit. Thank you for telling us exactly what you think of America and women. Thank you. Here's where my problem sets in right here. Right? Because to be perfectly honest, I didn't expect anything different from any of the other categories I read, except for Latino women. I'm very happy that Latino women showed up and showed out for Kamala Harris. I appreciate Latino women. You know what I'm saying? But white women. %52% of white women who voted in America voted for Donald Trump. You know, I thought it reminds me of the women's suffrage movement and the famous speech by Sojourner Truth, Ain't I a Woman? Because once again, y'all pulled us in, got us to rally behind the women in this country and defend the rights and the freedoms and the privileges of women and our bodily autonomy in this country. And we said, we got y'all. We got y'all. We gonna fight for y'all if y'all fight for us. And just like in the women's suffrage movement, y'all got what y'all needed and y'all said, fuck us. I'm just being honest. The history is there and history repeated itself. 52%, over half of the white women who voted in this country decided they would take a rapist, a misogynist, a thief, a criminal, a felon, a bigot, an atheist. He told y'all to y'all faces he's not a Christian. Can I ask a question for the white women that voted for him? Can I ask you why? Can I ask the 52% of white women who voted for him? Can I ask you why? Don't tell me he aligns with your moral compass. Don't sit there and tell me about his policies because you can't name any. Don't sit there and tell me you did it because you believe in God and this, that, and the bullshit. Y'all be quoting from the Bible. Y'all love to overlap. Y'all love to go through that Bible and pick and choose shit that y'all want to go and abide by. And y'all want everybody else to abide by. But when it comes down to it, y'all do not abide by that Bible the way you're supposed to. You don't listen to the rules and the laws and the actual commandments of the Lord, but then you want to hold everybody else accountable to it. I cannot believe that once again I actually had faith that white women would be on the side of the rest of this country and not use their proximity or their closeness to the white power structure that is the white male dominant umbrella in this country. I thought that that this time y'all had really understood what we needed. I thought y'all got it. Latino women got it. Black men got it. Black women got it. I thought y'all got it. The other races got it. 50%. Everybody else got it. I thought y'all understood what the assignment was this time. No, once again, y'all use your proximity to the white power structure that is the male white people, that is the male white power structure in this country. Y'all use your proximity to that and your privilege to that, and you said, fuck everybody else. And you said, fuck everybody else. Okay. With that being said, I hope, and I'm already starting to see it, I genuinely hope that that man is the exact president that y'all want him to be. I do. I hope that for you. Because see, most of the people who voted for him are going to be the ones who are most negatively affected by the choices he's going to make. As much as you hate to hear this, me as a black woman in this country, my tax bracket, where I sit, my life, I'm Gucci. I'm not necessarily without telling too much of my business, I'm not necessarily in a position where tax increases and different things like that are going to affect me in a negative way. I wasn't voting for me. I was voting for everyone. That's the difference between this side and the other. I was voting for everybody. I'm good. Going through Project 2025's list and all of the things that they want to implement, very few of those things will actually affect me. I'm serious. Even down to the abortion rights. I'm not in danger of getting pregnant. And even if I was to get pregnant, I would just have the baby. It was never about pro-choice or pro-life for me. It was just about women being allowed to make the choice for themselves. I wasn't trying to play one side or the other. For me personally, I wouldn't have an abortion. For me personally. But I felt like every woman has the right to make that choice for herself. I was fighting for y'all. I was voting for y'all. I'm good. My life is good. My healthcare, I'm Gucci. Economically, I'm Gucci. I done already bought my house. I done already bought my truck. I done already... My credit, I'm in the percentiles where shit like that don't necessarily bother me as much as it's gonna bother everybody else. I wasn't voting for me. I was voting for everybody. I was voting for the United States of America. I'm very disappointed in this country. I'm very disappointed in this country. It's a personal choice, not the same thing for all. You know what? And that's the argument that I have with people. When people say that voting is a personal choice, you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think that you are the most selfish, self-centered person I ever heard. It is not a personal choice as much as it is just a personal privilege that you are allotted once you become a citizen in this country, that you get to participate in how the country moves forward. But listen to me, listen to me. If 170 plus million people are all voting in a different direction, tell me who's getting what and how is anything getting done? It's a personal choice. It should be everybody should be going into the voting booth with the bigger picture in mind. That's the problem. You don't. You just want to keep rights away from that person, or, well, I was affected in this way and then I was affected, and you don't give a fuck about anybody else's experience. You don't give a fuck about anybody else's plight. Y'all get in there and y'all play the oppression Olympics. Well, I went through this and I went through that, and that, bitch, everybody done gone through everything. How about that? We done all been through something. It's not a personal choice. To me, that is what makes voting so selfish in this country, is because everybody votes for their individual self. They go in there so selfish and so self-centered, and they think they're going to get something done. When you got a million hands pulling on one head, how the fuck is he going to know where to put? And then you elect people that actually that literally don't give a fuck. Either way, don't give a fuck. Either way. Be mad, disagree. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. At this point, being quiet for what? Being complacent for what? Being cooperative for what? For what? I have decided that for the next 4 years, I'm going to check out of, politics. And then, whenever somebody pushes the button and the nuclear holocaust happens, then, I'm certain the bomb will knock on my door. I'm certain whatever I need to know, if anything, if the alien invasion happens, if Russia takes over America, if North Korea bombs the fuck out of the world, if whatever happens, I am certain that I will get the notification, whether it be a bomb or whether it be a goddamn Gestapo standing at my door telling me to bring my ass out into the street so I can get whatever the case may be. I'm tapped out, bro. I am so exhausted and so winded and so indifferent at this point that I genuinely, like I said, I hope that this man gives y'all exactly what y'all voted for. I hope he does all the things. Mass deportations, I hope he does it. I hope he does it. Fucking destroy the Department of Education. Why not? Why not? Get rid of it. They already said that they already gave y'all a timeline for when Social Security and everything finna drop dead. That's what's up. Tariffs gonna kick in next year. That's what's up. Y'all as a consumers gonna be paying more. I'm in a tax bracket where that don't matter. I don't mind paying more. I'm not affected by the price increases and the inflation in America, but I bet you are. That's unfortunate. I hope that this country is still standing in 4 years, and I hope that this time he won't be as reluctant to let go of the White House as he was last time, since he knows that this time is his last time, because you can only serve 2 terms for a total of 8 years as president in this country in a lifetime. But he also said he don't give a fuck about the Constitution, so look at me trying to actually hold this dude to the standards of the Constitution. My bad. We'll just have to wait and see how things play out. The problem is the world is complex and the problems are overwhelming, and people look for simple answers, and the dumb follow those who provide easy answers. Oh my, Snoop, put that on a goddamn t-shirt. Put it on a t-shirt. Put that on a t-shirt. Let me read that again. Snoop said the problem is the world is complex and the problems are overwhelming, and people look for simple answers, and the dumb follow those who provide the easy answers. So eloquently said. So eloquently said. And look, yeah, that's right. He has jail at the end of the month. Judge Mershon is supposed to be sentencing him like the 14th to 16th, 17th, somewhere around there. And he can possibly be he is facing some kind of prison time, but we don't know what that looks like, because we've never had to have a president serve from behind. He got us looking stupid out here. He got us looking stupid out here. Not even some of the most notorious countries in the world got the goddamn president serving from behind bars. Man, come on, dog. We out here looking stupid. He definitely gonna take us out the World Health Organization. He like he did last time. He's definitely gonna try to destabilize and dismantle NATO. Because last time he was trying to hold them for ransom. Like, y'all better pay what y'all owe. I know we giving y'all all this military power and all this military might. I know y'all better run me my money. It's not, he's making things too transactional. It's not as simple as run me my money or we won't provide you security and defense. It's not that simple. Sometimes you get more out of the allyship than you do out of a fucking check. But he wouldn't know that because for him, it's all about the art of the deal, which he didn't even fucking write if you know the true story behind the book. This motherfucker just put his name on shit and be like, I did that. Just like he did with Affordable Care Act, with the Affordable Health Care Act. That's why he only got concepts of a plan. Because he ain't gonna do nothing but come in and write cross Obama's name out and then write his in with a big fat Sharpie. Like he did the last time. Why are y'all still stupid enough to fall for this bullshit? He about to pardon himself. He can only pardon himself federally, but again, this is only if he goes according to the Constitution and government rules and laws or regulation. He can only pardon himself federally. He cannot pardon himself for state cases. So the Marshawn case is a state case. The Letitia James case is or Letitia Wright. What was her name? I don't know. The AG in New York. That's a that's state case. The Jack Smith case, he can dismiss. Yes, that one he can dismiss from himself because that's a federal case that was brought to him against. That was DOJ that brought that against him. So the cases with Jack Smith he can dismiss. I don't even think he can dismiss the Fonnie Willis joint, but I don't even know what's going on with that one. She got so much shit going on down there. I can't even call it. Do you think Kamala will run again in 2028? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Look, y'all, I'm just trying to make it to 2028. Okay? I just want there to be a 2028 for her to run in. Okay? In a country for her to be president of. That's all I give a fuck about at this point. That is all I care about. He gonna be on house arrest in the White House. This is so ghetto. Our president is gonna be wearing a goddamn ankle bracelet. On God. Ugh. Our president is gonna be wearing a goddamn ankle bracelet. This is America. Oh, what did Childish Gambino say? This is America. The house arrest is crazy, bro. The house arrest is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I also wanted to, I know y'all like, damn, that's a random transition. Yeah, I'm off it though. Look, are y'all done? Is there anything, just say what you need to say real quick and get it out of the way. Because once we done with this, y'all, I'm done. I don't even want to address this. Like I said, unless a fucking nuclear war breaks out or World War III, which technically I feel like we already in it, but whatever the case, if World War III or something like that breaks out, then we can talk maybe some updates and shit. But I just want to stay away from this bullshit right now. I'm just so overwhelmed, dog, and have been since 2020 for real. Right, I'm done. I came. My brain. Right. What was their thought process behind voting for him? There was none. Scarhead. There was none. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. There was none. There was none. It was all emotion. It was all emotion. Nikki, he might not be gone in 2028 if he follows Project 2025. I know. That's why I said I hope. That's why I said I hope. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. Let's all move to Thailand. Thailand ain't gonna let y'all in. I've been looking into getting a visa for Thailand. It's not as easy as you think it is. You can't just pick up and go there. Like, you got to do a lot. And it's actually really hard to be able to get citizenship in Thailand. Like, you can get a tourist visa and you can you can do this thing where you can kind of like keep coming and going and coming and going and coming and going. And you can do that. But for like 90 days max at a time, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Technically 60 days, but you can get a 30-day extension if you pay a little $1,900 bot fee. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit to run. You know what I'm saying? And then they be like, all right, bet we get you another 30 days for a total of 90 days, but then you got to leave and then you can come back. You know what I'm saying? You can leave, literally go to just like one of the neighboring, what a lot of people do is they just go to like a neighboring country like Malaysia or something like that for a day and then literally come back in. Yeah, oh, I love that. Yeah, I've been treating his supporters like toddlers who want to show you something. You know what? It's like, oh, that's cute. I said the same thing. I said, I don't even argue with Trump supporters or anything like that. And the reason being is because it's like I said, do you know that it's like what would it look like for an adult to argue with a kid? Even if the adult is in the right, I'm not finna argue with you. You're a child, bruh. I don't go back and forth with somebody who I know, using Donald Trump's favorite term, is low IQ. I know that you are beneath me intellectually. Why would I sit here and engage? Only a fool would engage with a conversation with a fool. So I know I'm not a fool. So why would I engage in a conversation with you? And people are like, oh, but you can teach them. No, you can't. No, you can't. You cannot teach a fool. You can't teach a fool. Not a fool. Not a fool. Nah, because they're choosing to be stupid. They're stupid, not dumb. A fool is stupid, not dumb. That's my opinion. Fool me, because stupid is a choice you make. Dumb is a default setting. Yeah, there was a lot of people who didn't vote. I know. There was so many people who didn't vote, and that's what really ended up being the harmful. That's what ended up hurting everybody, was the people who didn't vote. It was the silent majority, like it always is. And y'all thought y'all was doing a protest. I can't wait to see how this protest works out for you. I can't wait. Whatever you thought you were going to achieve, or whatever point you thought you were proving, I hope it's been proven. I can't wait till he start proving his. I can't wait till he start proving his. I cannot wait until he starts proving his. And then y'all voted for Jill Stein, someone who is a billionaire activist. Billionaire. Y'all, okie dokie. The fact that you think any of them, any billionaire would be on your side is so funny to me. Even like Mark Cuban and all of them. I don't trust any billionaire. I'm just being honest. I don't give a fuck who they are. Beyonce, Jay-Z, I don't care. You're a billionaire. I don't. What human needs that much money? I don't trust anybody with that much money. I'm sorry, that's just me. I don't trust anybody with that much money. Good luck USA, LOL. It's funny that you saying good luck USA, LOL, as if Donald Trump being in charge of this country will not destabilize the entire world. We are the only thing right now standing between a lot of stupidly eager warlords all over the world. That's not going to be the case come January 2025. So while you telling us good luck, I hope you saving a little bit of that luck for yourself, Stink. I hope you saving a little bit of that luck, because when has anything that happened in the U.S. not affected the rest of the fucking world? 9/11 happened and they all felt that shit. Whenever we go through an economic crisis in the U.S., y'all feel that shit. Our response to COVID fucked up a lot of other countries' responses to COVID. America is a ripple in time. When we do shit, it affects everybody. America fuck up and the whole world feels it. Unfortunately. Because we got our hands in everybody's pot. We in everybody's kitchen. So when we fuck up our dishes, we fucking up everybody's dishes. Jimmy Kimmel said this yesterday on his show. It was a bad night for everyone that voted for him too. They just don't realize it yet. Exactly. I love that. It is. And that's the thing that's so disheartening, is because by the time they realize what they have done, it ain't even no point in saying I told you so. At this point, we all just gonna be like, bitch, duck. Duck. Incoming. America's just a ticking time bomb at this point. Yeah. Problem is, if we explode, we're like a nuclear bomb. The blast ain't even gonna be the worst part. It's gonna be the aftermath. And the whole world gonna feel that. If America is destabilized, the world is destabilized. Y'all get that, right? Y'all get that? Shit, y'all better get that. All right, y'all, hold on, man. I gotta get to this next joint. Oh, what do you want to eat? Oh, hold on, y'all. My mom calling me. She want to know what I want to eat. I don't know. You pick. Y'all, what should we eat? I just had Chinese food. What should we eat, y'all? Real quick. Tell me what should I get something to eat? What should I eat? I don't know. Nachos. Ooh, nachos does sound good. Pizza, wings. Oh, fuck. You know, I never had pho before. I told y'all that, right? Barbecue. Oh, no, you know what? Barbecue got it. Barbecue. Hold on, let me call her because she's not answering me now. Barbecue. Hold on, y'all. Pause in the podcast. I'm sorry, y'all. This so ghetto. But look, this is another effing podcast. Y'all see the name of the show. Ain't supposed to be professional. It's supposed to be real. Why she don't want to answer? Oh, that's terrible. She's not answering, guys. I said barbecue. Oh my god. All right. Well, she's not answering. Oh, you eating ribs right now? See? That sounds amazing. I would have said Banchan KR, but I literally just had Chinese food, so I was like, the Korean, that would have been too much, man. It'd have been too much back to back. Bite the bite. Ooh, Indian is good. That would have been good for next time. I tell you what, Indian is good for next time. Mediterranean. My mom really likes Mediterranean, but now I want barbecue. And if I say Mediterranean, she probably gonna say, okay, let's do Mediterranean. And I don't want to do Mediterranean. I'm sorry. Y'all making me hungry. Look, it is lunchtime, ain't it? Okay, y'all, come on. So the next thing that I want to talk about, right? Y'all. So somebody, I can't remember who it was, but shout out to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Somebody sent me the video of Amber's closet. Now, remember we talked in the last podcast, we talked about the masculinity in the women and can a stud be bisexual and everything like that, and how that, and then, you know, it started with somebody asking Easy a question, and then it just turned into some kind of like really crazy viral thing, and Easy got attacked for her opinion, Thus, I gave mine, and my opinion very much agrees with Easy, because I do not believe in the imprisonment of labels, and yet I do still respect the historical relevance of labels. But I wanted to react to her video, because it's only 2 minutes. It's only 2 minutes long, but only a few seconds into the video, I already was like, had like a vehement response when I first started to watch it. And I said, you know what? Let me save this and I'll watch it on the podcast so that I can have, I'll watch it on the podcast so that I can give a full, honest, and uncut reaction to what is being said. So let me get oh, that's right, I got it pulled up over here. Let me get it pulled up. All right, so here we go. She titled it "Tired of the Bisexual Stud Conversation." Now, this is Amber's video. She posted it on her page, so this is not like somebody AI'd this or somebody, you know, edited or chopped it up or anything like this. This is her video, okay? This is her video, so let's get into it. Hold on, it's down low. It's too low. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, y'all. I'm really trying to be chill, but I just have to say that I am so sick and tired of this bisexual stud conversation, because it does not even need to be drug on this long. It's not hard to respect words that belong to certain communities or cultures or people. It's not hard. It is also not hard to find words that help describe your situation and not take from those who already have something to explain their experience.
Yup. Amber, can I ask you a question? Do you consider yourself black? Do you call yourself, if somebody asks you, are you a black woman, do you say yes? But do you also identify as a biracial woman? Because if I'm not mistaken, your father, rest in peace, your father is African American, mother is Caucasian. So that would make you biracial. Now, if someone were to tell you that because you are biracial, which is a kind of black, right? It's a kind of black. If somebody were to tell you that you are biracial, but you are not black, how would that make you feel? How would that make you feel? Right? You're like, and the people that are telling you this are saying, no, you got to respect this label that comes with the community. So if you're not black, like really, really black, and by definition that means both of your parents are African American, and going a couple generations back, their parents are African American, you are black through and through. You can go back 4 generations, nothing but black people in your family. And somebody told you, you better respect that label black. Because since you're half white, you can't call yourself black. Respect the experience of real black people. You see how that sounds? Do you see, do you see how that sounds? Am I missing, does this not correlate? I don't understand how you don't make, how it can be true in one instance and untrue in another. If you can be black and also biracial, why can't someone be a stud and also bisexual? I don't stand it. I don't understand it. If you can be black and also biracial, can't a masculine presenting woman who considers herself a stud also be bisexual? When you say something like, we have to respect that this word was created by a community of people through their experience, you're getting into a very dangerous territory. Because do you feel the same way about transgenders? Because a transgender woman is a type of woman. But she's got to respect the sanctity of the word woman in the community of women who are biologically women. So she shouldn't be allowed to call herself a woman, right? You see how that's you see how that's a slippery slope. Rebecca Williams said, Nikki, can I ask you something? I'm mixed. So do I tell people I'm black or mixed? Because friends always tell me I'm not black. You are whatever you want to identify as, because since your parents are both black and I don't know what the other ethnicity is, you are allowed to identify as both of those ethnicities. My nephew is 5 years old. When he was 5 years old, my nephew understood that. One time he was sitting there, he was eating fried fish with hot sauce on it with sticky white rice. He was 5 years old. I lied to you not. This is a true story. He said, and people who know me and people who have been following me on Twitter know this is true because I tweeted the conversation when it happened. He said, yup, I'm all black and I'm all Thai. My nephew was half black and he's half Thai, half Asian, okay? So he said, yep, I'm all black and I'm all Thai. You get to identify however the fuck you want to identify. If you wake up and one day you want to be black, be black, and can't nobody fucking tell you you not. If you wake up and you want to be the other ethnicity that you are, then fucking be that. Can't nobody tell you you not. That's what I'm saying. People let these goddamn labels go and stop trying to imprison people. That's my point. Stop trying to box people in. I respect the word stud. I respect the fight. I said this in my last live. I respect the word stud. I respect what it meant. I respect the fight that these older masculine women had to go through. The way they had to harden themselves and defend their space in there, especially black women had to defend themselves because they weren't being recognized in their own community and they weren't being recognized in the global community or in the world community as a whole. I get all of that. But I can respect your experience with the word stud and what it means to you. And it can also mean something to me. And it can also be a part of my experience. And my experience does not have to match your experience. Why is that so hard to understand? That's not disrespect. That's called inclusivity, which is what I thought we were all reaching for. This is the problem with y'all when y'all do these labels. Y'all start labeling yourself off because you create a label in hopes. And you create a label asking for inclusivity, and then you isolate yourself. You create the label because you want to be included. You say, no, I'm this, so you should accept me as this, and then you start to box yourself off and wall yourself off. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are you fucking kidding me? You're going to let this word, regardless of how important or how pertinent you think it is to the lesbian experience, you're going to let this word become a dividing factor in lesbianism? In lesbiandom? It cannot be that deep. It just can't be that fucking deep. Let's keep going.
It's just really not that hard, okay? Bisexuals, I love y'all. I'm a lesbian. That rides for y'all. Are you different from lesbians? Absolutely. So therefore, lesbian terms don't necessarily belong to y'all. There are some very umbrella terms or generic terms that we can all use.
Okay, so I had only listened up to the first 30 seconds that I let y'all hear. Stud? There are now lesbian exclusive terms? So stud is the nigga. Stud is the nigga of the lesbian community. Like only black people can say the word nigga. Only real masked lesbians can use the words, can identify as a stud. Oh, I get it. So stud is like the word nigga. Are you offended? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I offend you? This is absolutely bananas. I cannot believe. I agree with her first statement. Her first statement said, I can't believe this has gone this far. I agree. It should have ended the moment Easy said, this is my opinion. The moment Easy identified, clarified, specified, this is only my opinion, that's where the goddamn conversation should have stopped. Because it's just an opinion. It done turned into a fucking fight for your rights and type shit. It ain't even that, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. The moment Easy said, this is my opinion, that should have been the end of the goddamn conversation. It's just an opinion. Why you give a fuck about somebody's opinion? And then talking about some harming the community? I would like all of the masculine lesbians right now in my chat. I want all of y'all. Okay, I'm about to do an experiment, okay? Here we go. Here we go real quick. They gonna hate me for this. I'm an Aquarius. They gonna think I'm being insensitive as fuck. Watch this. Bisexual stud. Bisexual stud. Bisexual stud. Okay, now real quick, tell me how many of y'all are injured right now? How many of y'all are harmed? Real quick, hurry up, report in. Do y'all need authorities? Do y'all need help? Do you need assistance? Tell me right now, how did that hurt you? Please, somebody tell me right now. Me saying bisexual stud, tell me right now, how did it harm you? Do you feel unseen? Do you feel hurt? Do you feel rejected? Do you feel neglected? Do you feel do you feel ostracized? Do you feel as if your space is unsafe now? Bisexual stud. I said it again. I caught you off guard that time. Tell me, how have I harmed you? Let me correct it. Show me the error in my ways. Oh, okay. So it seems as if my masculine presenting women were not harmed, who identify as studs, who were not harmed by me saying bisexual stud. If I said that I identified as a masculine presenting woman, and if I said I use the word stud, and if I said that I am also attracted, I tell y'all all the time, I love Chris Brown's dirty draws. How much of y'all, do y'all still debate my gay? Do y'all debate my gay because I said that? It's fine if you do. But y'all, this is the overly dramatic bullshit I be talking about. This is some dramatic shit. Come on now, y'all. This is dramatic. This is dramatic. I feel like this fight is a non-fight. This is a non-starter. What did Evelyn say? It's a non-motherfucking factor. You're a non-motherfucking factor, bitch. This is a non-motherfucking factor. I don't understand how a community that was created because it lived outside of the rules, the norms, and mores of society, all of a sudden start creating rules and norms that isolate people inside of its own community. This is what I mean by society is a failing human experiment every single time you turn around, because you create a safe space and then you guys immediately weaponize that space against others. Fucking safe space my ass, bruh. You don't get don't nobody get the whole no goddamn reigns and governance over terms. People's experiences belong to them. You are a biracial woman who identifies as black or identifies as biracial. You can identify as however you want to identify, and nobody should be able to tell you that you're less black because you're only half black or a quarter black or whatever the fuck. The same way you would not want your blackness to be discounted, a masculine woman who is bisexual would not want her masculinity to be discounted just because she also chooses to sleep with men. Because y'all sit here, y'all swear up and down who you sleep with don't define me. It don't define me. It don't define me. That's what y'all be telling straight people. Then you get in your own community, get inside our own community and be like, it defines me. I hate you. No, it defines you too. Bisexuals, you're different from us. Get away. Ugh. Like I said, some of y'all are too gay. I don't understand it. I don't understand the hate for bisexuals, the hate for men, or the hate for women if you're a gay man or whatever. I don't understand. It's just so, it's like, wow, a community that was formed because it received so much hate is now spewing so much hate upon itself. That's crazy. I think the issue that the term stud is meant to describe a type of lesbian, okay? Not a mask presenting woman, okay? So in essence, a stud can't be bisexual because they're a lesbian, but a mask presenting woman can. Okay, so I don't know if you were here for my conversation earlier. That is a slippery slope because, again, that's like telling a transgender woman you are not a real woman. She's a type, transgender is a type of woman. Just like you said, it's a type of lesbian. It's a type of lesbian. So it's not just about presenting as a woman, it's about the type of woman, right? So a transgender woman can identify as a woman, but can never identify as a real woman, is basically what you're saying. That's a slippery slope. Because she's just a type of woman. That's a slippery slope. That's what I'm talking about with these labels, y'all. You're going to understand the way logic and common sense works is that if it's good for the goose, it must be good for the gander. Common sense must apply across the board. You cannot make these allotments and these allowances in this instance and then negate it in that instance. Just like it wouldn't work in a court of law, it ain't going to fucking work in my court of opinion. It's just not. I'm going to fight back every time on that. That's stupid to me. That's a dumb logic. That's dumb logic to me. I'm sorry. But being a bisexual isn't being a type of lesbian. Exactly. Being a bisexual isn't being a type of lesbian. I don't think that y'all should be playing the game of semantics and playing the game of draw the line. Gay is gay. Bisexual, lesbian is called the LGBTQ plus I motherfucking A. If you don't want to be included, take your goddamn letter and go on about your goddamn business. If lesbians don't want to be included in the community, get the fuck on then. If bisexuals don't want to be included in the community, get the fuck on then. I don't understand why y'all are sitting here talking about, no, but you don't understand. It's like, so what? So what, bruh? But a bisexual and a lesbian ain't the same thing. Are they both gay or not? Are they both queer or not? Are they both on the rainbow or not? Are they both in the letters or not? But you know what? The internalized disrespect, disregarding, and I think it's just disgust that people have for bisexuals. I've never understood personally why the gay community, specifically lesbians, don't like bisexual women. The only thing I can think of is that you was fucking a girl, then she turned around and got some real dick and you got offended behind that, and now you hate them all. Or maybe one of your friends told you a story similar to that, and so now y'all think that every girl is gonna want some real dick if she's bisexual. You think at some point she's gonna want some real dick. I'm not gonna hold you. That tells me a little bit more about you than it do about them. Cause if you're doing what you're doing, they not gonna miss the real thing when they not gonna miss the real thing when the deal thing is doing its damn job. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel like that say more about you than to do about them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I done talked to bisexual women, lesbian women, straight women, and at the end of the day, ain't none of them ever cheated on me with a dude. And if they go to a dude after the fact, what that got to do with me? That's the part. Y'all be taking credit. You see, the problem is the Aquarius and me won't take accountability or responsibility for nobody's goddamn decisions. That's the problem. Y'all be sitting there thinking like, no, you came to me, so you should always be with women because I turned you out. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about that. Did I get my nut? Bro, I don't give a damn. She can go hop on 100 dicks after that. Did I get my nut though? Because I'm still gay over here. Did I get my nut? Because when she was with me, she was gay. So I don't care what she is. Yo, I don't care what she is when she not with me. Y'all be caring too much. That's why y'all be stressed out and looking way older than y'all really are, bruh. I don't give a fuck. That's just me personally. She was gay when she was with me. Beyond that, look. Beyond that, like, I don't give a fuck.
Like MASC and FEM, right? So if you are a bisexual that presents masculine, right? And you like the term stud or you have used it or other people call that to you, it's just not correct. With love, you should be using masculine bisexual. Shoot, you don't even have to label yourself. But what I'm saying is what you could do that is...
You don't have to label yourself. Exactly. So since it's not a law or a regulation or a rule, then that means that if you do choose to label yourself, then you have the right to label yourself however you feel. And it does not have to abide or respect someone else's experience. For instance, that would be me telling a transgender woman, yes, I'm gonna keep going back to this. That would be me telling a transgender woman, you are not a woman because I'm a real woman and you're not respecting my experience because you keep using the word woman. But you were not born biologically a woman. So I don't respect, you gotta respect me, and you should find a different word to identify your experience. You should find a different word. You should not use the word woman. You should find a different word to categorize and label your experience. You see, again, I don't understand why y'all don't get how that can be a slippery slope. And again, it's not that deep. People say it's not that deep, and yet they go to the fucking ocean floor. They go to the Mariana Trench. It ain't that deep. I'm gonna go to the deepest place in the place. Deepest place on the, like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, it's not. This is weird to me, bro. Like, this is weird to me. I don't understand. See, sometimes you talk long enough and you just talk in circles, bro.
Very respectful is not use terms or words that are specific to describing other people's experience and not take from other people's experience. That's just it, y'all. For example, STEM is a POC word as well because it's a mix between stud and femme. And you know what everyone else did? The other movements created? Futch. Femme and butch mixed together. See how like that is like just so dope? That's what we should be doing. So
let's be clear. I'm certain that came after, because I know what I've seen, I know what I've experienced and what I've lived through and what I've seen, trends and different things like that, labels and different things like that. That's after y'all bullied white women for using the term stud, and y'all bullied white women for using the term STEM, and y'all bullied the white women for using the term AG. That's why they did it. Out of respect for y'all, they did. But that was after y'all bullied them out of the community. Out of using those words. I'm just being like, I remember when white women identified as stud. I remember when white women were identifying as butch. Yes, I do. And I remember when white women were also identifying as stems and AGs and shit. When I was growing up, everybody was identifying as a stud, an AG, a femme, and no, it wasn't. People weren't differentiating by race. They weren't. They weren't differentiating by race. And I'm not saying it's because, but trust me, those words had already been created. They had already been differentiated by race, but that information and that background history had not been passed down. So again, like I said, we were just saying if you were a masculine presenting woman who was queer in any kind of way, you call yourself a stud, a AG, or a STEM, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how we were doing it. And then most people, when I grew up, most of us were just calling each other tomboy. Everybody was just a tomboy. Like, this is what I'm gonna say. This I do, and y'all understand, and I know y'all know this because I said this last time. I respect Amber. I respect her intellect, I respect her opinion, and I respect her impact because she is also a lesbian who has been on this platform, social media platforms from the jump, like really from the inception, and doing things like YouTube and shit from the get-go. Like I said, I've been around for a long time following her and everything like that. And I'll say this, like I said, just because I don't agree with somebody's opinion, it doesn't mean that I'm out to offend or disrespect them. I do speak passionately. I do speak aggressively. My tone is going to be offensive. I already know that. And I stand on and by everything that I said. But I will say this. In this instance, I'm sorry. I just think she missed the mark. I think she missed the mark. And I think that this is a dumb hill to die on. That's what I'm going to say. I feel like this is such divisive rhetoric. And it's so unnecessarily divisive. It's so unnecessarily divisive. I don't feel like it needs to be, especially at a time right now where it seems like there are so many lines being drawn in the sand and so many ways that people are separating themselves. It's like, it's like we wall ourselves off inside of this community, and then we wall ourselves off inside of this community, and and it's like the Russian dolls, bro, where it's just like, God damn, bro, where does it end? And it never does. We just keep getting, our community just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller and less inclusive and less inclusive and less inclusive. And y'all keep calling, and y'all use the term safe space as a way to be prejudiced and discriminatory in so many different ways. And I'm talking about everybody that uses that term. People use the term safe space, not all the time, but in a lot of instances, people use the term safe space or my experience as a way to isolate themselves and be prejudiced and discriminatory towards others. You know what I'm saying? And for me, again, when I say I believe in inclusivity, I'm actually somebody that really, and y'all know this based on how our channel is, based on the way our nation is set up, on the Unsolicited Truth. Y'all know how we are. We're a very global, very diverse. I'm talking about diverse in religion, ethnicity, country of origin. Y'all, you name it. Social status, everything. We have everything. You know what I'm saying? And I take pride in that inclusivity. That you can't look at my nation. Y'all saw even when I went to the Englot joint and didn't see Englot, but I got to see Solicit Nation. But y'all saw that even in that, you can't look at Solicit Nation and go, oh, they're all black, or they're all gay, or they're all straight, or they're all white, or they're all this, or they're all anything. That's what I love about us. We are not. We are all everything. That's what I love. That's what makes the world go round. That's what makes life beautiful. Take the labels away, open the goddamn boxes up, and let everybody out, please, for the sake of, this is such divisive rhetoric, and it doesn't need to be. You don't like the way that people are using the word stud. You don't feel like somebody should be able to be considered bisexual and considered a stud. Then that's your opinion. Let that be it. But don't go back and forth to the point where you're trying to force and bully people and be like, nah, you gotta change your mind and you gotta respect what I'm saying. Because no, we don't. We can respect your opinion and still do what the fuck we want to do. Like Easy said, she was educated. It still didn't change her opinion. Like I said, I'm educated. I already knew. I've been educated. Y'all know I'm very educated in a lot of different things. I was very educated. I already know the plight. I respect the plight. I respect the experience. I choose not to use labels at all. I don't identify as anything. I choose not to use the labels at all. However, I don't look at anybody who uses the term stud and go, hold on, let me see if you make all the criteria, bitch. Starting at the top. Black, okay. Masculine presenting, you only been with women your whole, okay. And then, would you ever in your life consider a penis ever again? Okay. Do you yourself like penetration? Not? Okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not finna... Fuck out my face, bro. Fuck out my face with all that. Fuck out my face with all that. I'm not gonna do that. In my opinion, you can identify however you need to identify as long as you truly have roots. And that's what I mean. You get what I'm saying? So like if you are biracial, you can consider yourself black. If you are a masculine queer woman and you also want to identify as a stud or bisexual, I feel like you should have the right to do that because you're part of the root community. You get what I'm saying? I don't like it's just I don't know, man. To me, it's just it just doesn't feel like it should be this deep. And this just doesn't feel like a hill that anybody needs to die on. I'm gonna say my opinion. This is the last time I'm gonna address it. If anybody come back and say anything, or anybody, I'm good. I've said my piece, and there's nothing I can add to what I'm saying now that is going to change anyone's mind or anyone's opinion. I just wanted to get my piece out there, and I wanted to comment on this because like I said, I hadn't watched it when I first saw it. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? My first reaction.
At the end of the day, y'all, this is not about like, you know, making other people defensive or feel like they're doing something wrong. It's literally just loving and respecting different parts of the community and coming up with terminology that makes sense for you and your experience. And also, I have to be a reminder that we don't need to label or do that either. Like, we are perfect how we are, and you don't have to answer to anybody. And that's just it, y'all.
And I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I don't understand how you can say that and then at the same time be so strict about rules and labels. I don't understand how you can literally say you don't have to label yourself as anything. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You don't have to. And then you sat there and told them why, if they did label themselves as a certain thing, they would have to explain why they have to abide by this certain rules and laws. You literally just said you don't have to you don't have to label yourself as anything. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody. And then you spent 2 minutes telling them that if they did label themselves this way, and they have to explain why they label themselves that way. And if they can't align with the experience of everybody else who label themselves that way, then they shouldn't label themselves that way. That seems intolerant to me, but I mean, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. That you don't have to sounds a lot like you shouldn't, right? So that's it. That was the video. All right, I said my piece. What do y'all think? Y'all talk to me. Tell me what y'all think. What do y'all feel about this whole little conversation or whatever the case may be? What do y'all feel? Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Y'all already know me. I can take feedback. I don't mind if you disagree with me. And that was Nikki's TED Talk, everyone. Ha! At least shut up, you silly girl. You silly girl. OG said we 6 more. Oh, we got 1 more like to hit 200 likes, bro. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Let's see. Hold up, I'm just getting the comments pulled up over here. Okay, here we go. Are y'all writing? I can't tell. I wish this joint had the little bubbles hopping like Apple devices do. You can't identify the way you want because it makes me uncomfortable. Like what? That's basically exactly Red. Exactly. That's how it feels. You can't identify the way you want because it makes me uncomfortable. That's a great summary. Cliff Notes version. Right. Terms/labels shouldn't be based off of someone's sexuality or personal preference. If you ain't hurting anyone, I could care less what you call yourself. That part. I just don't get why people label other people just by looking at them. That part. We are far too complex for labels. Labels should be broad and malleable. I like the way Snoo... Was it... Who said it last time? Was it Snoo? I can't remember who said this last time. But I think it was Snoo that said... or somebody said labels should be used as tools for enlightenment. But then once you realize or you define yourself, like once you really know who you are, the label should be discarded, or at least you should loosen the definition of the label, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like some people identify as, you know, how some people they identify as bisexual, and then you know, through experience and through time they realize, no, I'm not bisexual, I'm actually lesbian, and then they identify as lesbian. And so I think it's the same thing. Like people can go, the sexuality spectrum is fluid, and people, y'all can flow either way. Gay is not a one-way entry. It's not a one-way ticket to gay. Gay is not a one-way ticket. Gay, just like your career, just like your relationships, just like the choices you make and the adventures you take, it is a part of your life experience. It does not have to define your whole life experience. I'm not gonna sit here and make people feel like they gotta be gay their whole life, or gay a certain way, or gay this way, and if not, then they not included and they don't count. This is so fucking stupid. And again, all it does is just isolate and wall people off in more ways, bro. It's starting to look like a goddamn maze up in here. You throwing a wall up, throwing a wall up, throwing a wall up. Everybody want to throw a wall up like you can Oprah or something. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, just can we take the gosh dog on confining, can we take the constraints off and allow people to identify the way they want to identify? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's also a part of respecting somebody's experience. It's the same way that a lot of older black people think that younger black people today are disrespectful because they aren't as confined or tethered to the black history, mainly the painful part of black history in this country, as they were in the generations before. But at the same time, it's like, how long do you want them to hold on to the pain of the past? How long do they have to hold on to that? They can pay homage to it and pay respect to it by just moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes you go, oh, but they shouldn't forget. It's like, yeah, but that's literally how life works. Eventually you forget. Eventually generations and trends and terms and things of that nature die out, or the origin gets lost. It's just that you don't feel like it should right now because you're living in this moment in the present. But there were terms that were used 100 years ago that are no longer being used now to identify masculine presenting women, or you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Things evolve, y'all, and there has to be room and space for growth and evolution. Let people evolve. Let labels evolve if you're going to use them. Let communities evolve if you're going to be a part of them. Let love evolve if you're going to display it and want and reciprocate it and want it. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with mine. I just feel like everybody just need to back the fuck up and turn the labels off, turn the noise off, turn the mics off. Another effing podcast. You know what I'm saying? And just let everybody define their experience how they need to and want to. I mean, this is a hard place because it feels the same as educating people on being trans, and then people saying, well, in my opinion, that's not a real thing. And then saying, well, you educated me, but exactly. No, I know. It's a negating conversation. I cannot stand when I spend the whole however long talking to somebody, and then at the end they go, yeah, no, I hear you, but. And I'm not saying that you cannot have a rebuttal or that you cannot have a response or a reply. I'm talking about those people that literally you go through explaining something, educating, informing, and doing this, that, and the third, and then they turn around and go, nah, that makes sense, but I don't give a fuck anyway. And you know what I'm saying? That's the part that I'm talking about. And it's like, there's a way for you to go, I understand and I respect your experience, whether or not I agree with or whether or not I can align with your choices. I can give you the space to make that choice and identify that choice and that experience how you would like to, label that experience how you would like to. I feel like that's all everybody's trying to do. I'm not saying that Amber has to agree with the way that people use the word stud. She absolutely does not have to, and her opinion does not have to change. She can still feel how she feels about it, but so can Easy. You see what I'm saying? And the people who are using the word stud, they can use that word if they feel like they want to use that word. If they feel like it identifies them, how can you tell them they can't? That would be like me telling her she can't use the word black, but if she feels like that word identifies her and she is biracial, have one of her parents being black, who am I to tell her that she's not allowed to use that word because she's not the kind of black that I am? It's like, yeah, but you're not full black. You're a different kind of black. If I go biracials and blacks, you're not the same. How does that sound? Because she said bisexuals and studs, lesbians are not the same. Now, I understand that there are a category of queer women, of women-loving women type of women, and that they identify differently because of their sexual partner preferences. But you do understand that that is the only deviation, the only separation is just who they choose to sleep with. So why are you, I thought that the whole point of the LGBTQ plus IA community was that you didn't want people to care about who you slept with. You just wanted them to respect you as a person regardless of who you slept with. So I guess if I ask you to respect me as a stud, regardless of who I sleep with, then I'm and you say no, and you tell me no, you find a different experience, you find a different term to label yourself, or you find a different way to express yourself. And Okay. So I tell you, no, you can't use the word black. Find a different word to identify yourself. You can call yourself biracial, you can call yourself whatever, but you can't say African American, you can't say black, you can't say color, you can't say POC, you can't say. What if we did that? I know some black people that do that. I don't agree with that at all. That's not my standard at all. I think that's fucking stupid. But there are people that think that. They think like that. I just want to shatter all of the parapets, and that's walls, right? The boundaries in people's minds. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want people to be broad-minded, right? Not necessarily just open to everything and anything that someone says and all things, but being broad-minded in order to broaden and widen your horizons so that you can be a better qualified asset type of a person to society and less of a liability to society. Okay? All right, y'all? Hold on. Mama. Yes, mother dear, I'm still live.
Oh, okay. I had sent you a text and asked if you wanted sushi from Wegmans because that's where I was. You didn't respond, so.
I know I sent you a text and said I wanted barbecue, so that's fine. I'll give me something later. That's cool, Mom.
No, I'm getting ready to go to the place to get the barbecue. What do you want, Nikki?
Oh, the chicken. Oh man, you know what I like, Mom? The chicken and the ribs or something.
I don't know what it is, chicken and the ribs or something.
You know what I like? The chicken, the ribs, and the brisket, lean, no fat. Mac and cheese and baked beans.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. And baked beans. Jeez. Okay. To me, everyone is gay or whatever they label themselves. Everyone has had those thoughts somewhere along their life line, whether they acted on those thoughts or not. Just love everyone. Look, you know what? I wish the whole world was gay in the way that the word gay used to mean just like unconditional love. I wish the world was gay like that, like just unconditional love. You can be with who you want to be with, how you want to be with them. You don't have to label it. You don't have to make an announcement or come out or do anything like that. It's normal. Everybody just falls in love with who they fall in love with as long as everybody's a consenting fucking adult. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my hope for the world, is that one day we drop all of the labels and it just go, hey, the only label you should fucking have is your name and your pronouns, whichever you choose. Other than that, all that other bullshit is whatever to me. It's whatever to me. But all right, y'all. Let me see. I think I had one more. What was the third joint I said? Oh, I don't even think I might have time to get into the queer baiting, y'all, because you already know that conversation is gone. I feel like that's a conversation we can save for the next time. But basically, I wanted it, but just to give you guys an idea of what I want to talk on, because that'll probably be the first topic that I talk on the next time. I wanted to talk on something because I've been thinking about this, and I've been watching, like as I observe, like Fayoko and Ingla and Ling Orm and Freen Becky, which are the four fandoms that I follow the most. I told y'all, well, if you don't know, on Twitter, I recently told them that I started looking at some like boy love compilations and fan service videos, because I just was like, somebody told me, they was like, they told me if you were into BL series and boy love series, they said you wouldn't be affected by what Fayoko and all them do because that shit is mad tame. And God knows, bruh, when I tell you that joint changed my whole, it shifted my whole scale. I said, hold up. I said, they be taking baths together. They, like the Taiwanese and the Korean boys and that, they be really making out like full on kissing each other, like in front at fan meets and stuff. So I was sitting here like, how can I look at any of them? How can I look at Ling Orm or Fayoko or any of them and be like, oh, they might be a real couple in real life? Because when I saw this, I said, bruh. But then, y'all know me, because y'all know I'm not that simple-minded or that easily pleased. As I continue to watch the compilations, one thing that I noticed, what stood out to me was boy love couples seem to be more sexual. And they like give sex and sex appeal and sex. Girl love couples seem to be more about romance. I said, okay. So that's the reason why they are more provocative in the way that they present their fan service. So they're taking baths together. They're making out on stage. They're giving each other hot oil massages. They wrestling half naked on a bed. Because boys can do that. That's another thing too, though. Dudes can do that shit. And it's like, it's gay, but it's like, you know what I mean? But they're both, boys will be boys type shit. If two girls wrestle half naked on a bed, everybody's like, drooling, okay? So I think that it's unfair. From what I saw, to me, the fan service looks very different. I think it's unfair to compare GL fan service to BL fan service. One, the BL fan service has been around since around, the BLs have been around for a long time, okay? The Thai GL industry is relatively new, with the exception of the movie Yes or No and Yes or No 2 that came out a while ago. Like a long, like, you know, what, 15 years ago, something like that. Like, they have not had like a booming GL industry. It was not until Gap and Free and Becky and then Inglot came, and then them joints started boop, 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 boop. And then that's when shit started happening. It was Free and Becky, and then second was Inglot. For real, for real. So we're talking about 20 for GL. The GL Thai industry is at its best 3 to 4 years old. At its best, because Freen and Becky did get a lot of recognition in Skoy, and so technically, before they even did a GL series, they were already kind of getting the GL movement in Thailand going. Freen and Becky from Skoy. Okay, so then, when you think about that, and then you think right after them, the next biggest couple in Thailand was who? Inglot. And they were different though. And I think that's another thing too, is so much of the GL series or the GL couples is really organic. Listen to the stories. Now, I'm not necessarily certain. I got to do a little bit more research on how some of these the boys met. But a lot of the boys seem like they met through like work, like actual like what do you call it, auditions and not audition, but like model calls and different things of that nature, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Whereas you look at Inglot and no, let me start with Free and Becky. Free and Becky were just extras in a boy love series, but their chemistry and their interactions, which were so few and far between if you watch the whole series in its entirety, they really didn't have a lot of screen time at all, but yet they captivated the hearts of people, so much so that Saint, who was a boy love expert and veteran, said, let me see something. And he took a chance, with Gap. And I remember when they first released the first pilot, that shit got rejected, redacted, and redone, bro. Because Thailand was like, hell nah, bro, that's too much. It was too much. That Thailand rejected, they weren't ready for that yet. Not the girls. They had seen the boys doing they half little nigga stuff, but they weren't ready for the girls yet. They just weren't ready for the girls. So then, Freen and Becky come out with Gap, and it becomes a global phenomenon, lightning in the bottle that Saint just, I don't even know if he really knew what he was doing or if he was really disintentional, but dude literally erupted the Thai GL industry. And then after him, Boss Nawat never being one to be left far behind when it comes to be the last one out to get this dough. No way, love one of you bucket-headed hoes. No way, Money Trees is definitely Nawat's song. Money Trees is definitely Nawat's song. That man gonna get his money. He said, oh shit. Inglot, again, all organic. They met through a beauty pageant. Didn't even have a show. They just started kicking it on live and everybody was like, ooh. And all I had to say was, are you LGBTQ? And Charlotte said, she said, no, not really. She said something like that. She was, and then she said no. And then Fa was like, and then Fa told her what she said. She said, you must try it. Ever since that, you must try it, everybody was like, you mean with you, right? And Fa swear to this day, which according to Fa's math is like 7 years later, but according to actual math is roughly 2.5 going on 3 years later. Fa says, I wasn't talking about she should try it with me. That's what she said on March 15th in 2023. Y'all know I got when it come to England, y'all know I got a vault, you know what I'm saying, like Fort Knox. Fa said on March 15th. She said this shit on March 15th. She said, Wait, what are y'all talking about? Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Anyway, Fa said try it and it was over. Fa said try it and it was over. She swore it down that she was telling Charlotte to just try it in general. But then you proceeded to chase her down for, according to you, a year and 3 months, because you said, who would wait around for a year and 3 months if it wasn't true love? And I'm just trying to figure out where the fan service in that joint fits in, right? And so again, like I can go on and on, right? So again, going back to the queer baiting and the fan service, and the reason why I put artists versus fans is because who do you guys think when it comes to, now I feel like in the boy love industry, I feel like it's a little more obvious, but I'm gonna let y'all answer this question. In the boy love industry and in the GL love industry, in the girl love industries, who do y'all think is more responsible for the toxicity and the encouragement of queer baiting, the fans or the artists? Who do y'all think? Because no, I'm gonna let y'all answer. Who do y'all think? Do y'all think it's the fans, or do y'all think that it's the who do y'all think should carry the weight? Or let me ask it better like this: who do y'all think should carry the weight of and responsibility of the queer baiting and the fan service? Do you think that they should give in to the fan because the fan is giving them money and they're getting making profit off of it? Or do you think that they should draw a line and show, you know, because a lot of them have partners at home, and the stuff that I be seeing them do, I'm like, bro, they be full on going home to girlfriends, wives, or other partners like Max and like Max and Tool and Mew and Golf. Whole time Mew and Tool were really the ones together, and you know what I'm saying, and it seemed like Golf and Mew barely even like each other these days. He proposed to Mew proposed to Tool, and he said yes, he posted that joint. He was like, congrats, like, yikes. But anyway, so y'all are saying you think the artists, for BL you say artists, for GL you say fans, and that's what I was looking for. I agree with that take. That was who said that? Caden, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I believe that in the BL industry, it very much seems like it's the artists. Like, it seems like they're doing way too much. And I honestly don't. I feel like with the way we are satisfied with GLs and what they give us, all that shit they doing is so unnecessary. And you talking about exploiting, and then for a lot of them to not even be homosexual, and then a lot of them are actually homophobic, which is crazy to me. Them checks must be big, but a lot of them are actually homophobic. It's crazy. Like, when that camera's not on, oh child, you better not help. You understand me? So I agree with that. I believe that there is, on the BL side, I do believe that there's the onus is more and the responsibility is more on the artist as far as the toxicity and the queer baiting. With GLs, I 100% agree it's the fans. It's 100% the fans. The expectation and the demand, and I think it's because a lot of GL, I'm not one of these people, and I think that's the reason why me and a lot of my solicitation, we were able to teeter on the edge of sanity, you know what I'm saying, even, and Delulu, is because I didn't come from the BL world. So I didn't know what BL fan service looked like. I had no clue. I never was into it. And so, and the only reason why I ended up going and watching Skoy was because I had watched Gap, and after I watched Gap, I was fiending for some Free Becky, and then I realized that they had Skoy, that they were in Skoy. I thought they were going to be in Skoy a lot more than they were, but I ended up watching the whole series just for the little bits and pieces that I got from them. And so again, like I said, I think that the whole, to me, it seems like with the GLs, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them came from the BL side. And so they have an expectation of what they want these women to do because of what they seen these guys do. And the women just aren't willing to do that. They're, first of all, the GL industry is way newer. And also you have to understand that society is always going to put tighter constraints on women as far as like what we can do provocatively, and what we can do, you know, in a baiting kind of way, because it's just, it always looks so much more sensual and sexual when a woman does it because of the curvatures of our bodies and different things of that nature, right? So it's just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the toxicity from the GL industry comes from, one, just haters, trolls, antis, but also from a lot of people who were also a part of the BL industry of fans, and so they have an expectation of what they think these women should do, and these women just aren't willing to do that unless they're Mayoko. And that's what one thing I will have to say. And I did some extensive research. I looked at a lot of these different there was a lot of Taiwanese, a lot of Thai, and yeah, it was mainly Taiwanese and Thai BL couples is what I was looking at. And I'm telling y'all, and I'm not saying this, I'm not trying to bolster nobody. Y'all know me. I'm very unbiased. I have a bias, and it's English. So y'all already know what my bias is. But when I tell you that the only GL couple, and I'm including Phi Mai and Faye May or whatever they all talking about, because y'all be talking about they be making out and doing all this other stuff. I be like, yeah, but it also looks very staged. But I mean, go off. Anyway, y'all don't want me to get on that because any of the fans gonna get offended. But anyway, like I said, Phi Yoko are the only ones who genuinely can compete with what them BLs do. But the difference between when Phi Yoko does it versus when I seen those boy couples do it, Phi and Yoko, there's like a look, there's like an energy and an exchange of love in all of their interactions. With the boys, it always just feels like sexually charged. Don't get it twisted. We get that too with Phi Yoko, but there's always this underlying love, thread of love, even when they're being like aggressive or when they're being like sensual or whatever, or even sexual. It's always like this underlying. With the boys, it's just like they're just like get naked, roll around in the bed, rub each other down in the tub, make out, and they don't even look like they're enjoying making out. That's another thing. I be like, the fan service also be like, y'all pay for that shit? Because the way they be kissing, I be like, boy, I would be mad as hell. Boy, if you don't shove your tongue in that man's throat and act like you actually like to kiss a boy, even if you don't, if I'm paying, you better kiss that boy. Shit. You better kiss that boy. If I done paid to come up in here and watch y'all rub on each other now, if that's what y'all gonna do, you better do it now. See, that's the problem. I'm one of them. I'm one of them fans. I'm sounding like the fans. I'm one of them fans, ain't I? Oh, wow. This is going to an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, guys. Wow. Okay, this is one of the longer ones. I didn't want it to get too long. But I am so happy. This was the first official podcast we were actually able to do on the official Another Effing Podcast channel, y'all. So I think this was a great conversation. Do not lose hope and do not lose sight of the future, seriously, with the election and everything like that, y'all. I feel how I feel. I stand by what I said, but I'm also a person who is optimistic and hopeful, and I look for light, love, and laughter. And as long as I can do all three of those things, I'm going to do them for as long as I can. As long as I'm free to do all three of those things, I'm going to do it for as long as I can. I advise everybody do the same. Do not look to the future with bleakness. Do not look to the future with pessimism. Know that you are still in control. As of right now, you are still in control of your own path right now. So use that to your advantage for as long as you can. And that's all I will say. I love y'all. I'm signing off another episode of Another Effing Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I hope that even if I provoked you, even if I offended you, you can have great, respectful conversation and discourse in the comments below. Otherwise, deuces. Love y'all.